Well, I have a long international career. I have worked for several international organizations, the Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna, UNICEF in New York, the United Nations also in New York. And my last position was as director of an institute of the United Nations that looks into justice and peace. And SIGA matches much of the values and activities and missions that these organizations have followed. So, in fact, in 2015, the United Nations agreed to the Sustainable Development Goals. And in looking into the goals and comparing it to the values and the mission of SIGA, I have found that there are several Sustainable Development Goals that match what SIGA is doing. And let me give you a few examples. Goal 3 is good health and well-being. Sports is about good health and well-being. 5 is gender equality. If we can bring more gender equality to sports and sports integrities, I think that we'll all be better off. Goal number 10 is reduced inequalities. And we all know that sports gathers people from all sides, from all walks of life, all ethnic, religious, all the diversity that you can imagine. So I believe that with SIGA's intervention, we can also help to achieve Goal 10. Goal 11 is sustainable cities and communities. And what else better than to build communities around sports? Goal 16 talks about peace, justice, and strong institutions. And I have seen how sports helps deter extremisms, vandalisms. It gives people a purpose. It brings peace and justice to the world in its own measure. So it's important that we support that. And finally, Goal 17 of the Sustainable Development Goals talks about partnerships for the goals. And SIGA is about partnerships. It's about building partnerships, bringing people to the table who believes that integrity in sports is key to making sure that it's robust, that it has a future, that is inclusive, diverse. So that's why I was attracted to SIGA in general. And this opportunity of being the chair of SIGA's Audit and Compliance Committee gives me a reason, a purpose, a place to be able to contribute, perhaps indirectly also to the Sustainable Development Goals. I very much look forward to working with the other members of the Audit and Compliance Committee. I believe that we have a very good balance between the members. One of them is a prestigious academic who has great experience in audit, compliance, and governance matters. The other member of the committee has plenty of experience in management of sports, is well known in the industry. I look forward very much to working with both of them. And I guess my role is to bring a practical approach to oversight. Oversight, as I say, that is so important for the integrity of this organization and all the other organizations that surround our work. The major threat to audit and compliance practices in the sports industry is not to have a good and robust oversight system. So audit and compliance is about discovering things that perhaps while we are in the midst of implementing an idea, a sport, an organization, we don't realize it. But an audit and compliance committee and practice is someone who helps us look at ourselves as if we were a mirror. And sometimes when we look in the mirror, we see things that perhaps we didn't notice. When we go out and the last thing we do before leaving our homes is to look at ourselves in the mirror, and we notice and we adjust. And this is what audit and compliance functions does for all organizations. all organizations, and particularly within sports. We need to make sure that we have robust oversight entities, and the audit and compliance committees are key to that. So I would say that the major threat is not to have one. So I really would encourage all organizations to ensure that within their governance structure, they put in place an audit and compliance committee. And it's amazing how they will find a partner, somebody who will speak openly to you, who will perhaps notice things that are not done or not being done in the best way, in the state-of-the-art manner. So I myself am looking forward to helping SIGA and the community as a whole in understanding how oversight is so important to have in place. By instituting good governance, SIGA is sending a message to all its member organizations or potential member organizations of what good governance is. Remember that SIGA is all about integrity. So what is integrity? Integrity is being honest and having strong moral principles. Good governance is about ensuring that integrity is alive and well, and it's practiced on the day-to-day matters of the organization. Also, integrity is about being unified, being wholesome, being one. And that is where sports and integrity complement each other, because sports is about being unified, being whole, being sound of mind and body. And so should organizations. And therefore, good governance, as practiced in SIGA, is very important to send the messages to all organizations that that part is as important as its implementation and its activities. So I hope that SIGA can be in itself a promoter of this integrity in sports, but also in the functioning and running of the organizations that are members or potential members.